Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Kid Cable, issue number 3. That's right, I said it. Let's get started. Okay, so we have got Jerry Duggan doing the writing, Phil Noto doing the art, VC's Joe Sabino doing the letters, Tom Mueller doing the design, cover art by Phil Noto, and there's a variant cover out there, or two. Yeah, there's two. Head of X is Jonathan Russell, production Nick Russell, and this issue is called Ace in the Pouch, as opposed to Ace in the Hole. I dig that. I dig a whole lot about this comic book. I actually really enjoyed this comic book. Listen, man, I really didn't want to read this comic book because I didn't think I was going to like this comic book. And it's like, well, this is the issue before we start, doing the freaking House of 10 of Swords and stuff of whatever. And I'm really getting sick and tired of a lot of these things. But you know what? I'm just like, let me just see what's going on because maybe the Galador thing will end and they're going to do something else. I don't know. I don't know. Instead, what we get is something entirely different. We get Kid Cable, trying to recover the body of his original older self, the old body, because the guys from Galador, even though he's doing a pretty good job of killing them, apparently he can't kill them. So he has to... I don't understand, like, he's killing them. He actually, like, he wrecked one of them. The one is like, it's just a head at this point. You're a freaking necklace. If there was like clock face on you, you would be Flavor Flav from Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Just like put you on there and like just you might as well have Kid and Play dancing on your head. Like the guy is useless at this point. Cable killed, pretty much all but killed one of these three things. Shouldn't have been that hard to kill the other ones. They're like, oh, we're going to put my sword in the ground and we're going to transform this earth into blah, 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 blah. And it might take thousands of years to do it, a millennia to do it, but I'm going to do it. And he's like, wait, no, stop, don't do it. I'm like, why is it taking you so... It's like if somebody says, I am going to kill this baby, but it's going to take 1,000 years to kill this baby. But like, this thing's going to grow up and be old by the time that even happens. Meanwhile, I could put a bullet in your head right now. I'm trying to think of like Cable's perspective. You know what I'm saying? I could beat you to death with a strap full of pouches, empty, before you've terraformed the earth. And Kid Cable just like aced this thing in a second. I'm sorry, like this just doesn't make sense. I try to remember to read comic books like I'm still a kid, so I still have that kid mentality when I do this, where I get excited when I read my comic books, because the reason why I fell in love with comic books is because I was a kid when I was reading them, and I could understand certain mistakes and things like that. But this, it's like, there's just too much logical fallacies in everything that happens in this comic book. And it is kind of cool that Kid Cable, he walked up and he acted like an Italian. That kind of helped things a little bit. He came walking up and he's like, okay, listen, Esme, I got a plan. What's your plan? I'm going to go kick these things' asses. So I'm just like, okay, this is stupid. I'm saying to myself, this is stupid while I'm laughing, all right? And then he walks up and what's he say? He's like, yo! And I'm dying here. What, did he just scream out, yo? Like, this is not something that Big Cable would do. You know what I'm saying? So he just call it, yo. Like, this is something I would do. You want to get somebody's attention, you're about to try to intimidate them into, like, not doing what they're doing? Yo! And it's a little baby with guns everywhere. So he goes walking up. And like everything that he says, it's great. It's great. Like all that stuff was great and just gets washed away by the illogical, wait, please don't go into your millennial long terraforming of the earth. There's no way that my swift killing of you would possibly affect things fast enough. I don't know what that nonsense is. But the comic book was completely saved because Deadpool showed up. And he's actually using Kelly Thompson's Deadpool. Like, he's the king of Staten Island. The king of the monsters, baby. The king of the monsters. And it's Jerry Duggan writing Deadpool again. Dude. This is freaking awesome. And it's really him. He's like, I want you to take this letter. I want you to keep it in the pouch closest to your heart. Like, and Deadpool's penmanship. Deadpool actually like hand scribes a letter in here, and the penmanship is beautiful. And I am honestly wondering, like, even the way that the letters work, because Cable had sent him a message giving him specific instructions, which he did. He followed to the letter, and then like he doesn't. He lets it go. It's like, assume that I'm the person. If I'm killed, assume that it's Strife who killed me. So keep, make sure that my weapons, my ordnance, and my arm, my prosthetic arm, and me don't get brought over, to the enemy. So, but then Kid Cable comes, the one who killed him. It's like, so you're not following the letter of the letter, as opposed to the letter of the law. You're not following the letter of the letter. I don't understand. What are you doing? I mean, it's Deadpool. I get it, but it's like, he just takes the arm. That was specifically one of the things he was told not to allow somebody to take. Assume it was the worst. So, whatever. Like, all logic thrown out of this comic book. It was fun because Deadpool is in it, and Dugan writes the best freaking Deadpool ever. Ever! Deal with it, Fabiano. Deal with it, freaking... Fabiano? What the heck is his name? Fabian Nicesia? Hardest name to pronounce in comics. It was voted. That's the hardest name to pronounce in comics. Also, Liefeld, one of the most controversial artists in the history of comics. Anyway, what's not controversial is that Duggan writing Deadpool is freaking spectacular. Kid Cable, if he makes him more like the Kid Cable I'm looking at, and we can call him Babel, because that's what Deadpool calls him. He calls him Babel, like baby Deadpool. Me likey. But no, Kid Cable. We should definitely go with Kid Cable. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Because this was fun. It was good and all. But yeah. Anyway, guys, watch and add, like the video. Comic Book University. Class dismissed.